You know, I've been looking at satellite pictures lately, as some of you may know, and they have proven to be very interesting, to say the least. Sometimes I run across a picture that just seems too unbelievable, like this one right here. This seems like the kind of picture that, if you're looking through at satellite pictures, that you might actually focus on this one. It's kind of like they let this one go through. Uh, if they wanted us to see something, then this would be the one to let go through. This is incredible detail. There are these semicircular constructions that I think are actually built up to a peak. So that's why you see sun on one side and darkness on the other. Now, that's not absolutely necessarily true, however. Well, I do think it's a peak, and there probably is sun on one side. They are famous, the Martians, are famous for using color in their construction for whatever reason. Now, in this picture here, you can see on the left-hand side, it looks as if this semicircular construction, it goes up. So the ring going around the outside edge is the low one, and the small rings towards the top are the tall ones. So these actually go up to a peak, and that's why I thought that it's light on one side and dark on the other. But some of the dunes that I've been looking at, in particular, I want to go talk about a little bit about the Looking for Waldo video that I did that has some black dunes in it. And I didn't go into this in any detail in that video, but the dunes are, I originally thought that they were NASA messing with us, but they aren't. They are actually black, and the buildings are black, and the outside edges where they want it to seem like the sun is shining on them, those structures are light in color. They actually even have three shades. They go from bright to medium to black. So sometimes I gotta wonder. For sure, though, as I said, I see these strange-looking black dunes all over Mars. And originally, like I said, I thought that they were NASA playing games. But these are actually real, and they're not smudged over. They're black construction, which is really hard to bring out. And if you look closely, we can see the definition around the outside edge. But obviously, we don't have those pictures to look at here today. But these rings that go around are individual structures, one after another, round and round and round. It builds up to a peak, I do believe. And then there's a lot of stuff coming up to it. You know, something I mentioned in the last video that I'm probably going to mention fairly frequently, because not everyone has been following my channel. We get new people, so I have to mention it. But look, all of these pictures, these satellite pictures, this one included, as I've said a million times, there's no ground. And what that means is that this is terraforming. The Martians are terraforming their planet. If you looked at some of the Venus videos, they're farther ahead, and I think that planet is completely covered. And that's the direction that this is going, because we look at pictures that are a snapshot of an area, a cutout. So this construction or terraforming spreads out way beyond what the picture shows. And then you have another area over that's another satellite picture, same thing. Another satellite picture, same thing. I couldn't even begin to imagine how many people live up there. Not only do they sprawl out over the surface, they build up. They're thick. They build on top of each other. Maybe when I die, I'll get to find out how many people live there. But far, far, far more than Earth. Far more than Earth. And yet Mars is a little bit smaller of a planet, isn't it? So it's terraforming, and this picture here is some of the most incredible uh, construction that we've seen. I've been finding some good stuff lately. Um, and so hopefully down the road we'll get to find out some details, some real life details. But I don't think we're ever going to find out about how many people live up there, because I'll tell you what, that might be one thing that would freak out our population if they found out that that on Mars there are 20 billion people living there. I think that's an understatement too. Who really knows? Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. See you soon.